Hey guys, it's Kevin again. This is going to be my review for Switched at Birth, Season 3, Episode 9, The Past Forgotten Swallowed. And I really like this episode, guys. I really did. I like the way some of these storylines are going. And I like that in this episode we finally got both of the Daphne plots in one episode. I really enjoyed that because I just thought this was a really strong episode. Was it the best episode of the season? No, I didn't think it was the best episode of the season. However, I did think it was a very good episode, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where some of this stuff that happened in this episode goes. Katherine and John, by the way, not the main focus in this episode. We're going to really quickly talk about them. I really like where they're going with Katherine and John in this episode. They're really just having fun with them at this point. John is just trying to have fun with his life, you know. He's realized that Katherine, you know, wants to write this book. He supports her for it, and he's just trying to have fun with his life. That's what they're doing. They're just having fun, and I really like that they're just trying to have fun, basically, and I think it's great that they're, you know, their romance is blossoming again. It really is great, and she's very close to finishing the book, so that's great. I'm really interested in seeing where, you know, where it goes. I'm happy that they're fixing things, and I'm happy that John realized he was being an ass, because he really was being an ass, and, it's great that they're fixing things. So that was John and Kathryn, not really much to it. Now let's get to Bay, which was the central focus of the episode. So Bay and Tank. Mary Beth is very nervous about Bay and Tank, you know. Kathryn thinks they're great together. Mary Beth thinks something is off about Tank, you know. Bay has not told her about the whole dogfight thing. Bay never told her about it. And, you know, Bay's really happy about to, you know, start this relationship with Tank and everything. But Mary Beth is kind of talking to her, saying, you know, maybe it's not the best thing to do. And, you know, Tank arrives there. She talks to Mary Beth, feeling very awkward that she's still dating him. And she feels that Mary Beth wouldn't want to hang out with them together. But Bay does ask what if she hangs out with Mary Beth and he coincidentally bumps into them. You know, what exactly would he do? He does not respond to this. So, you know, they arrive at a bar, and Mary Beth apparently tries to do a musical, but it didn't go so well. Tank arrives in the bar. Bay's plan is going to, you know, is going to work. Mary Beth decides to head out instead. She's still not comfortable with Tank. You know, she still doesn't think that it's a good idea that she's with Tank. And Mary Beth knew that Bay planned for them to bump into each other. You know, she's still feeling bad about the party. Bay's pissed off because Mary Beth doesn't like Tank, and then, you know, eventually she says, well, at least, you know, Tank didn't cheat on me, and Mary Beth then says, Tank did not cheat on you, and she finally admits it to her that Tank did not cheat on her, and that scene was amazing, the way that all worked. Bay is completely shocked by this. She does not know where to go from here at this point. You know, when she finds out about this, she wants to know everything about Ty. She's not happy about it and doesn't understand why he did that, and, you know, Mary Beth tells her everything. She just does not know where to go from here at this point. She doesn't know what to do. She's talking to Emmett, and she doesn't know if she would be with Tank if she knew that Ty didn't cheat. And she's now having second thoughts on Tank because she's comparing him to Ty, and she doesn't really know what to do, you know, if she should be with Tank or not. So she does probably the worst thing she could have done. You know, she really is doing the worst thing. She tells Tank about the whole Mary Beth story, but one of Tank's frat members comes in. And Bay blurts out that about the dogfight, and, you know, this frat member did not know that Tank told Bay, and I guess because he told her it's a very bad thing, and they're now, Tank is furious at Bay doing this. He cannot believe she did this, and because of this, Tank could be losing his position in the fraternity, which is not good at all. It's not going to be good for Bay, and Bay really just made matters worse at this point. It's not good for either of them, and we don't know where this is going to... I'm really interested in seeing where this is going to go. It's not good for any of them, and, well, I guess we're just going to have to see, you know. But that was Bay's plot in the episode. Very strong plot from Bay, definitely very strong. And, I'm really interested in seeing where this whole Tank thing is going to go, definitely, because it's going in a very good direction that I really like. So now let's go to Daphne. Daphne's storyline had to do with Campbell and Jorge and also her father. So she talks to Dr. J, lets him know she's taking off now, and will be back for open house. He says that he was hoping to introduce her to one of her board members, and Jorge comes downstairs to ask if Daphne could take Oscar's place, but she's got a game. Campbell appears and asks if Daphne wants to go out to eat. She declines and says everyone should eat together. You can see Jorge's feeling a bit jealous, so Daphne and the rest of the lacrosse team lose the game. that has to do with Toby's plot, which I'll get to. Angelo shows Daphne this video of a video of a baby, and it causes Daphne to feel left out. So Daphne says that he should go do a public testing of food he wants to do, and Angelo thinks it's a great idea and has to have a public testing of the food. So that's basically what they decide to do. Regina's with Daphne at the clinic. She's impressed with how it looks. Christy's at the clinic. She's acting like a snob about the taste test being at a clinic. And, so basically what's happening here is Daphne tells her that they're busy with friends over. And Jorge appears behind Daphne, introducing himself. Campbell arrives too in a tux. You can definitely see she's still torn between the two of them. Regina then asks how Daphne saved Dr. J, and I thought this was a pretty good scene, the way this all worked. Angel eventually arrives with his daughter, Abby. Instead of seeing a surgeon about our summer program, everyone gets caught up with taking care of Abby first, and, that's what happens there. And what ends up happening is Christy tells Daphne that Angelo's lucky to have a daughter like her, and because of this happening, Angelo's looking for Christy. That's why Daphne never told him. Daphne finally snaps and tells him he only thinks about himself, and that she lost the opportunity to meet with a surgeon who could help her get the summer med program. So she's not happy with Angelo about this. She's sitting on a bench. Regina sees her, goes to talk to her. Daphne doesn't know why she let him get to her. She's trying to become a family. Daphne tells Regina that she's jealous of a 9-month-old and doesn't know when it will be done. Regina tells Daphne that she may never get over it, that the only thing she can do is make sure it doesn't make her bitter. So pretty much Daphne is jealous of Angelo because she did not have this. She didn't have this. She's very upset that she didn't have this. She wished she did, and she didn't. She didn't have it, and she's just jealous. She's getting a plate for Jorge. She wants to get him some since he went home. Campbell offers her a ride to drop it off, and then gets it to eat somewhere else. Then sees Angelo, talks to each other, apologize for getting in the way. Angelo told her that the way he sees it is that he's got 3 daughters. He then has to take a look at the clinic, and I like the way that ended. It was very cute. That was definitely really great. So, that was Daphne's plot. Daphne's plot was strong, but I felt like Daphne's plot, as usual, was the weakest plot of the episode. Toby's plot was the strongest of the entire episode. I absolutely love his plot. I love where it's going. And it was just really, really great, in my opinion. I really loved it. So what was, Toby's plot? Toby, Cherie is not doing well in school. She has to pass this test if she wants to come back to school, things like that, and Toby really wants to help her with it. Now, this is all going, Toby really wants to help her. He really cares about her, and you see that, they're on the verge of becoming really good friends. Now, Toby gets this call from Nikki. We finally hear what's going on with Nikki, and Nikki has a much more interesting job than Toby. She even asked Toby if he wants to possibly come to this job for her. I'm wondering if that's what's going to happen, if he's going to end up moving where Nikki is, because this is really all he has right now. And he tells Cherie that she really has to pass this because this is all he has. He doesn't have anything else. And this is all he has right now, and he wants more to it, and he really wants to do, he really wants to do well with this, really wants to help her. And eventually she does get it, which was great to see. I was very happy that she did get it in this episode. It was really great. And, he did tell her, he told her the truth and everything, and it seems like things, are going well. We basically find out that the test went well, turned out to pass, and she can play for the lacrosse team. So, it's great that that's happening. The one thing is, though, where is Toby and Nikki gonna go? It looks like next week Nikki could possibly be coming back. So Toby and Nikki are gonna have a full-on conversation. I'm wondering if Toby really is gonna move to where Nikki wants him to go, because he really, at this point, doesn't have much of a life. He doesn't. All he does is he coaches Daphne's lacrosse team, coaches the lacrosse team, which is fun and all, but it's just that he really doesn't have much of a life outside of this. So I'm wondering where exactly this is going to go, and I think it's going to be really, really great. So that was basically the episode. It was definitely a good episode. It was a very strong episode, and I definitely really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys saw this episode. What is going to happen with Bay and Tank now? Do you think that they've broken up? It seems like they've pretty much broken up, and maybe Ty's going to come back in her life. Did you like Daphne's plot? I thought Daphne's plot was strong. I definitely really enjoyed it in this episode. What about Toby? Do you think he's going to listen to Nikki about this business opportunity? Do you think he actually might do that? And also John and Kathryn. Do you like that they're kind of rekindling things? I really did like that in this episode. I also kind of like that they saw another couple that's not doing so well. You know, John had this friend come over who really was not doing so well with his wife, and hopefully they patch things up as well. But that's it for my review. Hope you enjoyed it. My next review will be my review for the Fosters. So see you then. Bye.